Hello everyone, and today I'm finally coming around to give you my review of Gears of War 4. I know, I was probably planning to do this like a week or two ago, at least, when I did my least favorite of Gears of War games, right around the point when it was like the 10th anniversary of the first Gears of War game. So, at that point, I literally, when I made that video, it was like a few days later after I beat the game. So, I was still kind of like trying to let the game sink into my mind a bit, and for me to really digest and then take Gears of War 4, and for me at least to say, isn't among my favorites, at least favorites, and I think I still stand by where I place it in the franchise. It's like, I would definitely say it's in the top 3, but regardless of that, essentially, I still think Gears of War 4, no matter what, in my taste, is a worthy installment in the franchise. I think it's really, really great. Now, the story is basically 25-something years years later after Gears of War 3. Basically, there's this new world, and they have like this inner ring type of area, like they have their own like kind of like metropolis type of area, but the people who don't really afford it live on the outskirts, the skirts, and just basically. You're the main character JD Phoenix, the son of the legendary Gears of War soldier Marcus Phoenix, who we now remember who's like this acclaimed war hero during not just the Pendulum Wars, but during the times when they fought the Lambent and all those creatures, essentially. And essentially, in this movie, a new threat arises, and you play JD Phoenix, and basically, oh god, damn it. Basically, this new threat rises, which I'm trying, in my personal way, trying my absolute best not to spoil it. But, and this new threat arises, and they take this, small, like, town, or, like, people, and, there's JD Phoenix, there's also, I think there's also, Kat, and I forgot this other friend's name. Whatever. And basically, Kat's mom, who is in this type of town, gets taken by these weird creatures that I'm trying desperately not to spoil here. Okay, you went maybe, whatever. But basically, they get taken. And during this, they have to go to the help of Marcus Phoenix, JD's dad, and they set on a mission. And yet, also while doing that, they're being essentially chased by this big type of company that they're kind of stealing from, so they can help their village. You know, kind of like the classic Robin Hood feel. You know, they take from this big rich company that has all this machinery and that type of stuff, and they give it to help their own type of village, because of that. And yeah, you know, that's in the story. They try to do that, and they try to fight off these weird unknown creatures. This game is incredible. It's so good. Well, my favorite thing about this is the controls. I specifically bought an Xbox One just for the reason of Gears of War 4. Well, also got Halo Guardians as well. But, I got an Xbox One just because of this. And it's so much worth it. It's so damn worth it. I love this game. It's incredibly, the way this feels, all this sort of buttons and the way it moves like that, it feels both similar and yet different to the Xbox 360, but yet it's similar and different enough for you to be not completely alienated by that big someone like me who's just played Xbox 360 for the last several years and to quickly transition into an Xbox One, then the change for me was really drastic. And hopefully not for you. For me at least, it was jarring at first, but like after a good hour, I would say, I got very used to it, and I really felt comfortable really feeling the adjustment to it, and yet the controls are very much the same. It's the same things that you do in the other games on the Xbox 360, so it feels familiar and yet unique in its own right. Because not just the game itself, but the controls as well. There's different things you can do. You also get to run up close, you get to use a knife, you also get to, in the beginning, this isn't a big spoiler, but you're fighting off robots. And for a good bit, I'm like, what the fuck am I playing here? I'm like, this is so weird. I felt like I was playing Terminator all of a sudden, really. Oh my god, I just realized this is a video game review. I haven't done a video game review since earlier this year with Lara Croft, a video game. Ooh, look at that. Whatever. I'm just a cheeky bastard. But like, whatever, man, what was I just talking about? Fuck! I'm sorry. I completely lost my train of focus. But regardless, I really glad I said saying regardless. Except that. Yeah, the controls are so good. I love them so much. The way it feels, the way it kind of goes is good enough. It feels like it's very, very good. It's not like it's not like Gears of War 3 where I felt very easy doing it. But it really did okay, my only little complaint I can think of is that I think there's a little too much, like in Gears of War 3 and Judgment. No, I think it was in Judgment that there's, not in 3, but in Gears of War Judgment, there's parts in that game where you get to play, where you get to fight off hordes, where you hold a position, technically speaking within the war perspective. A horde is when you stay in a civilized area like this, and you're fending it off from ongoing forces around you. You're just trying to preserve it, although you're gonna die trying. At least, I think this game had a bit too much of it. I think like for every chapter in the game, there's like one at least, and I felt like they could have paced that out a little bit better. But then again, I'm not too personally. I'm not too huge on horde type of parts in these Gears of War games. You know, they're legendary because you get to run, duck, and hide in the cover and then shoot like that. That's the thing about it. It's a third-person shooter game that revolutionized the genre, and I felt like those horde moments, while create some great warlike feelings to it, for me at least, I felt a bit overwhelming, and for me at least, for my own taste, I felt a bit too bored by those horde moments. But hey, that's just me, really. But yeah, everything works beautifully. The CG, the voice works are brilliant. Liam McIntyre adds a lot of great vocal work to this role, who you may know from Spartacus. Well, I know him from Spartacus TV show, but I think he adds such a leniency. He feels like he's much more of an open, where Marcus Phoenix is not like that grizzled war hero who's kind of like wants everything settled down. JD is very wide-eyed and optimistic, and he has a great relationship with Kat. And oh motherfucker, I forgot his other friend's name. Del. That's it. And there's also a great character named Oscar Diaz. Yeah, but for me, he's just these three main characters of Kat, JD, and Del. I think are just absolutely awesome. I love them all. I think they're incredibly great characters. I think they're so good, so well realized. I feel like I knew going into this, I knew it was going to be my focus on JD, but I liked how we got more story with Kat. However, I felt like Del had a bit too much sidelined at times. But I felt like we could have got a little bit more with him. And it feels like the way, again, not giving away too much, the way the game ends feels like it's much more going to be more focused on Kat's history. That's the most I'm going to give to you, as a big spoiler at least. But yeah, it's just a smooth, beautiful game that feels very fresh, smart, and well done, and yet it feels clever and new within its own right. It feels like it very much is the Force Awakens of video games. It works so beautifully well. It's a beautifully realized game. It's unique, it's well done, it's polished, and yet it feels smart and refreshing enough for us to realize that this is a Gears of War game. There's nothing in this that's too drastic or where it alienates the fans, but it feels like there's enough good references in here to at least feel like an old hardcore nostalgic Gears of War fans like myself feel happy and very, very careful about. And yet it makes a new saga and makes it kick off in a better direction. It makes me feel like there's almost going to be like this new generation of Gears, like how the original 3 games, Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment, there was Cole, Baird, Dom, and Marcus. Where this one, there's Kat, there's Dell, and there's JD. And they are all 3 great characters, and I'm glad that they are essentially at this point the future of the Gears of War games. So yeah, for me, this is just, and Gears of War 4 for me is an absolute excellent game. There's only, my slight complaint, like I said, is that there's a slight too much feeling of the horde moments. I'm not saying the word horror, I'm saying the word horde, where you defend the position and ongoing waves of enemy will attack you. That's what I mean. But yeah, regardless, God damn it, I said regardless. I said that word too much. Okay, I see that word way too much, for the record. But yeah, in the end, Gears of War 4 is an absolute excellent installment of a video game. I love it. It's the best video game played. It's the best new video game I've played in a while, and it's absolutely near flawless. I give it a 9.5 out of 10 for my own video game rating system. Make my out of 0 to 100% scale. I give this game a 95. It's a very excellent game. It's one of the best games. It's absolutely excellent, and it's worth every penny that it's worth. If you have an Xbox One, then it's truly worth it. It's probably no more than, well, here in Canada it's $70 something to $80 at least. So it's probably going to be less in America if you live in America. So it's going to be not as expensive for you as it is for me here in Canada. But in the end, yeah, Gears of War 4, superb game. I love it. And yeah, Gears of War 4, nothing more to say for me than an absolutely fantastic game, and I had an absolute kick-ass time playing it. It's a wave of nostalgia in the right way, and yet in the end, above all things, it feels like it's smart, it's clever, and it's respectful to the fans, and yet new people who are going to play this game for the future genre of it, and for especially a genre like this that revolutionized its own genre of the third-person shooter games. And in the end, Gears of War 4 is just as good as any other installment in the series as we had before. It's absolutely fantastic. If you own an Xbox 360 or Xbox One already, I'd recommend buying it. Would I recommend buying an Xbox One? If you don't own an Xbox One, would I recommend buying an Xbox One just to play it? Especially if you're a hardcore Gears of War fan like me, then yes. If you're a casual video game player and you're not too huge into Gears of War fan, then I would say I would not recommend it in that perspective. At least don't buy it with an Xbox One, because that's like a $400 deal there at least. But regardless, in the end, I love this game. 2 massive thumbs up, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my review. And stick around for this weekend, which I will review, which I'm going to see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them tomorrow, and Moana on Sunday. Till then, everyone, thank you very much. I will see you guys in the future. For more for more reviews as always. I'm such a goof. And yeah, until then, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh boy, I feel it. But yeah, in the end, goodbye everyone, and have a great Friday. Till then, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the future for more videos as always. Till then, you can click subscribe down below. Oh well, just have a great day everyone. Goodbye.